It's the man who likes to orient, dropping a fresh VID for you today. And today I have to talk about something that happened on Raw that, while intriguing on paper, is going to end up badly for both people that are involved, regardless of how it plays out. I speak, of course, of the continuing feud between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Um, and for those of you who didn't watch Raw this past week, it has now been heavily hinted and implied that sometime in the not too distant future, we are finally going to see the character of Sister Abigail make her debut. Now, basic wrestling logic would dictate that since a character is coming for a debut, that would give Bray Wyatt the advantage in the feud and lead to him getting a win over Finn Balor if everything plays out in a logical and sensical fashion. This is good for Bray, but bad for Finn Balor. For one thing, this feud has gone on way too long, longer than it should have. I know that Samoa Joe getting his injuries and taking time out to heal up and get them corrected is what caused the elongation of this feud, but even taking that into account, there's really nothing more that can be accomplished. Plus, you have Finn Balor, who, upon the draft to the Raw brand, was instantly pushed into a position of prominence, winning the inaugural Universal title. Now, I understand that injury took it off of him, and the 8 months he was gone changed the landscape, so Finn does have to work his way back up into contention. But continuing to have him in a mid-card feud with Bray Wyatt does nothing but make him forgettable because of the fact that fans, myself included, are sick of this feud. Which means he won't elevate himself into the main event picture where he deserves to be. Now, let's look at it from Bray Wyatt's perspective. If he goes on to lose to Finn Balor with Sister Abigail at his side, you may think, well, Bray Wyatt's win-loss record has been less than stellar, to say the least, and you'd be absolutely right. But if he were to lose with Sister Abigail, not only does that diminish any sort of credibility you might be trying to build with the Bray Wyatt character, taking him in this new direction, or perhaps a return to form to his old direction, depending on your perspective. But if he were to lose, you have rendered the debut of Sister Abigail something your fan base has been clamoring for months on end. You've rendered it entirely pointless, which serves no benefit to Bray and harms his character, which has already been harmed to the point where I can't believe he's even still credible, but it's only because his diehard fan base will refuse to let him be pushed into the dumpster of forgotten talent, where such places like Kalisto had been until his recent return on Raw. So, I don't know how WWE can fix this. I'm at a loss. Usually, as a hardcore fan, I could suggest some kind of fantasy booking or ideal scenario that could get them out of this without too much damage to either of these high-profile characters. In this case, I genuinely have no idea. I would like to hear if you have any ideas. You can post them down in the comment section below. I promise, especially since my fan base is tiny at the moment, I do read every one of those comments and respond accordingly. What is your opinion of the Bray Wyatt Finn Balor feud? Has it gone on too long? Am I overthinking this? How would you restructure this to give it new life? Maybe that's what they're hoping Sister Abigail will do. The introduction of a new character will keep things interesting. I'm very curious as to who it's going to be. If it weren't for the fact that she already has an established name and fan base, if you want my honest opinion, I think Paige would make a fantastic Sister Abigail. Other than the fact that people would know it would be her, So they would probably be chanting stuff derogatorily at her, given her X-rated exploits and her connection to Alberto Del Rio. But I think just the way that Bray has described Sister Abigail in the past, that she would make an ideal fit. But it seems like they're going to bring in the former Rosita from TNA, and I suppose it can work. I don't remember enough of her promo skills to really know if she can be the mouthpiece slash body. I say body function. Can she work in ring and cut promos to the degree that would be fitting of the Sister Abigail character? I don't know. I'll be watching this angle with interest because it is very much intriguing. But like I said, I just don't see a scenario where this can play out and both wrestlers can get some kind of benefit from it. I don't know. On the bright side, guys, just want to let you know things will be coming up that will put more content on this channel. I am going to go back and restart my Superstar Profile series, as well as finish out my Royal Rumble retrospective, because that was requested by one of my earliest commenters, and I started out and the views haven't been quite what I anticipated, but you know what? I do enjoy making those videos, and it gets more content on the channel for you guys to enjoy. So look forward to that in the future. Ranter's going to get off the soapbox. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.